for you X, Y, and Z. I went to like a twinkle star. Hold on.
Hey guys, editor Sina here. I just want to pop in really quick before the video starts and just say that the audio is all sorts of whack on this video. Night was on her laptop, so there was tons of echoing, and I had just gotten a brand new microphone and had not set it up properly right before we recorded, so I did my best to balance it, but I hope you guys can enjoy it. Anyways, Night and I already recorded this once, so I was not about to make her re-record it a third time. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, me and the owner of Sunforce, Night, are going to be talking about...
What?
We're gonna be answering your guys' questions about club ownership, or like, I guess team ownership too. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
Help!
Oh dear.
Help! Oh, I got it.
Okay, the first question is...
Oh my god!
I started like 20 seconds after you.
I already failed the race!
Okay, the first question is, how do you grow so fast? I've advertised and promoted and still nothing.
I mean, that's kind of funny because when I did make like SF at the first hello English at the First Amendment, that's when I made it. At first, I think it took us like 2 weeks, and then like we like hit it off after that. Like we didn't really like hit it off, you know what I mean? But we like got known in like the server we were on because everyone wanted to be in like a chat command at Dressage Club at the time, so it was kind of really simple to like get yourself out there. But I mean, if it's not working out for you right now, I mean, it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, and not everyone's gonna be like the best at it, unfortunately. No, I'm not like disowning anybody who wants to own. It's just like owning a club is not gonna be for everybody, and you might figure that out, you might not figure that out. But we didn't grow as fast as people thought, like because we switched to Discord like a few months prior to, because there was so much useless drama in the club when we were chat commanded, and we were like, we don't need that anymore. So we switched to that like 6 months in, and then I mean I just started advertising again like normal, and then we just continue from there. So if you're stuck, I would just continue to advertise the best you can, and then if that gets you somewhere, it gets you somewhere, but keep in mind that it's not going to happen, like, ASAP. Like, it'll take time.
Yeah, I completely agree. I will say, too, it's a lot harder now than it was back when I made Darkwater as well, because there's just so much of a bigger pool of clubs nowadays, because we're all so connected through, like, social media and Discord. So just put yourself out there. Go attend events, follow lots of clubs on social media, go attend their events, and with the members that you do have, just really value them and continue to put yourself out there, make lots of content for social media, and yeah, that's your best shot at getting bigger faster. Oh dear, no!
Oh no, what happened?
What is my issue with that jump? Last time, oh yeah, I didn't mention this at the start of the video. Me and Night already recorded this entire video and it did not save. So this is our second try at it.
Yeah, we had to record this again, so this is take 2 because we were both pissed off when it said that it didn't record.
We had to take a like 2-day break. We had to take a few days off.
Gotta regenerate.
Okay, the next question is, how has owning a club changed throughout the years? The pool for clubs is just so much bigger that it's a lot harder now to own a club or to like get your club out there. Like from when I first made Darkwater, a lot of clubs were still chat commanded and didn't use Discord. Discord is a bit of a newer thing for SSO. So I will say there's a lot more connection, there's a lot more support nowadays. because clubs are a little less out on their own, and we're all very connected through like open servers and Instagram and all of that fun stuff. So it has its ups and downs. It's easier that there's a lot more support, but it's more difficult because there's so many more clubs. So that's my take on it.
I mean, yeah, no, social media for Star Stable clubs has definitely like progressed so much like over the years. Like we use it. I don't think I was very fond and like new. I was very new to hello, I'm falling down the hill. I was very like new to Discord when I like got it because I was like, what the heck am I doing? And then I was like, oh, you use this for like talking and communicating and stuff, and I thought it was so cool. And then Instagram decided to be like a huge, you know, benefit for clubs nowadays. So, I mean, I guess that's basically what you said, like how it's changed like that. It's just, it's so crazy now. And like now that like you have that support that you get from social media, it's a lot easier to get, you know, applications, people who want to like actually join, etc. So again, like if you're making a new club, social media is definitely the way to go. And Discord, because Discord's great. Just be the age requirement for it, because yeah. Get back here, you bitch, bro. I got it.
I'm gonna rename this video Night Crashing Out for 2 hours. We're bunnies. Okay. What?
Oh my-
off, help! Okay,
Landon wants to check you out. That's why he
Landon has some ulterior motives over here. Okay.
he slid you off your horse.
No, Sean. Okay, the next question is, I'm co-owning. How can we know if someone should join or not? Anything to look for or avoid?
I mean, what we do is like you always want to look for someone who is like, you know, respectful, talkative, make sure like if they have a background history of like something, that like all your members are okay with it before you like accept someone. What we do is we always bring the list out to my members first, and then, you know, they give their input. But I would suggest if you're a co-owner and you're like helping the owner out, I think you guys should probably go over apps, and then if you're high ranked or if you have any high ranks, want to look over them first, then that's good, and then get a final list out to your club members before anything else, because it's really important that your club members are like, you know, have the insight of who you're accepting to, because like you just want to be able to accept someone who's, you know, well-minded, you know, brings positivity, like someone who doesn't want to create drama and stuff like that.
Each club is gonna run their, you know, their new member system differently. My club, we have all of our leaders review the applications, and then we will all put in whether we think somebody would be a good fit or not and why. And then we have a conversation about it. And then from there, they'll be invited on as trials, and then that is our members' opportunity to speak up and say whether or not they think they're a good fit or not, or whatever else they notice. It's also a really great idea to do little mini background checks on people. I know that sounds so weird, but if you're in a lot of open servers, just go look around for your applicants. Just look around in the community, because a lot of times if somebody's a bad person, they will out themselves long before you have to find out. The next question is, how do you keep practices entertaining and engaging so they don't get boring?
For us right now, it's been a little, not, I wouldn't say on that side, but right now the people who have been instructors have been teaching, and sometimes like the communication gets a little off. So right now we have new instructors coming in, are like, we're gonna have a system where you say what you did at the last lesson and then review it and then go on to something new, because you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. That just gets boring. So if you have that issue like in a club, I would just get new instructors, or like see if any of your members want to try out for instructor, because it's really important to like, you know, you want to have that structure in your club, but not to make it so like, you want your practices to be fun, but you want them to be engaging. So you kind of want it like sometimes you could do a game at the end. Like you could do like last one standing when you like do like a ton of moves and see who can get out, like the last person standing. And then they could like not win something, but they can get bragging rights. But you could do that, or you could do like a pivot game. You could do 4 corners. You can just do something to like end off the night like super fun. Or you can always do like routine work and see how it comes together and stuff like that. So I mean, it just depends whatever you want to do as like a club owner, team leader, team owner. But that usually helps us.
Yeah, just having variety is really, really helpful. Um, if you want to know more like how to keep practices specifically engaging, definitely like just try different things. Don't teach the same thing over and over, especially if you guys are struggling with it. Come back to it, have refreshers. Like we do serious practices and we do like play practices where we do like games, or we do review and we just have like more of a lighthearted fun practice. And then our more serious practices is where we're learning new things, we're really honing in on different skills. So just have a lot of variety. Don't teach the same thing over and over. Review is great, but make sure you break it up. I ate during my video that I ate last night too, or that I made last night.
That you ate last night?
My video that I ate.
You cannot English. First you said you were taking your clothes off. Then you said that you ate your video last night.
Guys, I swear I English, okay?
Ah!
Oh my god. Okay, these questions kind of go hand in hand, but when a new member, a new trial joins, how do you catch them up in dressage?
Well, I mean, you always want to try your best to like catch them up. You could always do like private lessons or something. But for us, when we have trials, we try to do all our practices like together for like the first 3 practices, and then when they get the hang of it, they'll go into like all ranks and stuff like that. If they miss something, we just review it the next practice. Like you always want to take that first practice and like review like what you learned. You don't want to like jump into something new, you know what I mean? So I mean, if they're missing it, I would just reach out to them and say like, hey, I know you weren't there, I just wanted to let you know that we reviewed these things, and if you need help, like let me know. And you can always, you can always reach out to them, give them a private, have them review it themselves. But I would possibly just like reach out to them, say they missed it, and then they can catch up themselves, or they can go to a next practice and you guys review it, and they should be caught up by then.
I don't have much else to add on that. That's pretty much it. Okay. What do you think is more important for growing your club, an active Instagram or Discord?
I mean, personally, I love my Instagram. It's my pride and joy. It's my baby. I love our open server so much too, because you can actually like interact with people in it, so it's like really nice. I mean, I wouldn't say like one is more convenient than the other. I mean, Instagram, you can post, you can, do polls. It's really nice to like get your community together who like watches you and like not watches you, but like supports you and stuff like that. And then Discord's more of like they can come to open events, they can, react to messages. You can call. I mean, you can call on Instagram too, but Discord group calls, it's a lot easier. So, I mean, I would probably aim for Instagram first, like an active account, just so when you post, if you can get enough people and enough audience, then you can start growing your open server. Usually how we did it is when we created our open server, we also started, I don't know which one, definitely our Instagram was created first, but it's a lot easier when you have an active Instagram account to, grow the Discord after. So, I mean, both are very convenient, and I would definitely pick both to use. But both of them are, like, really important. So, you should probably aim for an Instagram first, in my opinion. Everyone goes different ways. It's up to you. But both of them are really convenient.
I think that they both have, their charm in a way.
Yeah.
And different things that they can help you do. for like what Knight was saying. Your open server is gonna help people connect with your members on a much more personal level. Instagram is where you're actually gonna be able to reach people, because obviously with Discord you have to join the open server. It doesn't just get advertised to you like or pop up on your For You like it does Instagram. So if you want to reach more people and grow your player base, fan base, that is exactly where you're gonna do it on. But yeah, both are crucial, so don't pick one over the other. Definitely do both if you want to grow the fastest. The next question is, how do you go about trials being inactive upon joining or getting accepted? To put it really simply, give them the boot. If people are gonna be committed to your club, they gotta be committed right out of the gate. I think that if somebody goes through all of the effort of applying and then they get accepted as a trial and they go completely inactive and don't say anything, yeah, just pick them out, because most of the time they are just not committed as much as they thought they were going to be when they applied. What we typically do is reach out first and just say, hey, we noticed that you're not meeting our attendance requirement, so like please reach back out if you need like an absence or whatever. You just gotta communicate with us. And if we don't receive a response, you know, within a day or two, then we'll kick them out. But we also have a system in place where on any of our members, whether they're a trial or not, if something comes up in their life and they need a couple weeks off, we will put their trial on hold, and we will excuse them until they are able to come back and resume their trial. And we've had a very small handful of members do that successfully. But now that they're fully integrated into the club and they have resumed their trials or whatnot, they've done extremely well. So it really depends on, you know, what's going on, but definitely don't always assume the best in people, because a lot of times, unfortunately, it's just people who don't have the time that they thought they did and they're just not communicating that.
I couldn't really have said it any better. I'm having a stroke.
Stroke is crazy.
I can do it in like in my can I do my baby voice? I can't do it under pressure.
No pressure, no pressure.
I haven't done it in a while. I'm like hiding my talent from people.
Don't hide your talent, share it with the world.
Okay, hold on. I gotta talk in it first. Hold on.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the ABCs. So are you gonna sing it with me?
That's all you, babe.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z.
I went to like I went to like a twinkle star. Hold on. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Wow.
And scene. Raise your ya. Where are you going? What?
That was amazing. That was amazing.
I tried my best.
No, it was beautiful.
Thank you.
The last question that we're gonna answer is basically just giving our biggest piece of advice to club owners.
I mean, my biggest advice that I've always like gave myself is like probably one thing is like I would tell myself that like what I have that I created is like maybe not worth something to other people who haven't experienced it, but it's definitely worth something to me that like, you know, I want to continue and stuff. So I would tell myself like, oh, like you love what you do, you want to keep doing it, you don't want to give up on it because, you know, in your mind and your place and your time, you know, created something you're proud of, even if it's just on a silly like, you know, pixel pony game. You created something that you're passionate about, and when you're passionate about something, you know, you want to keep it going, you want to you see where it leads. And if you're, someone new or just a long-time team owner, club owner, whatever, it's really nice to, look back and see the progress you've made and, remember that everyone's gonna go through ups and downs and everyone's gonna, go through stuff. It's just a game and it doesn't matter much than your in real life does. So always take time off and have breaks because you're allowed breaks as well. I think that was a few things, but I think my number one thing to give is probably stay consistent. Don't just bail out every time stuff gets tough. Like, this is gonna be hard. It's not an easy thing to do as people think it is. You gotta actually talk to people, read people's emotions, ask people questions, keep a good, stable community with a lot of people who, can sometimes not get along, and that's fine. But you just have to realize that, at the end of the day, it's just a game. And at the end of the day, your mental health is important, and you should definitely try your best not to give up. But when things get tough and you don't have anything else that, is standing in your way to disband, that's totally fine when something happens like that. It's just, life happens. Remember to just take that time for yourself. But I would just say, don't give up. Keep going. Be passionate. Love what you do, because if you don't love what you're doing, then obviously find something that works out better for you. I love what I do, so it's a lot easier to say that for someone who's had the experience of ups and downs and wanting to disband and stuff like that. Same goes for teams. You never know. But yeah, I guess that's my advice.
I'll try and play off of something different. But what I have been preaching ever since I became a club owner is always quality over quantity. If you have amazing members who have good morals and exceed your expectations and always strive for the absolute best, your club is going to succeed 100% over somebody who just invites a ton of people into their club that maybe don't have the same, morals or the same principles and aren't, meeting expectations, and they're just kind of there.
Yeah.
Always go for quality, because it's going to pay off so much. I have had, using this mentality, I have had some of the same people in my club since 2020, because these people are amazing and they have been there with me through thick and thin, through the club's thick and thin. So always go for quality, find good people, because there are so many. But yeah, everything else I think Knight said beautifully.
That was the most important thing I left out, guys. I promise I'm not gonna just invite random people to my club to get popular. I'm fine. I'm not like that,
It gets easier too. When you are starting out, it's going to be a lot harder because you're going to want to invite a bunch of people because you want to feel that initial success of having a lot of people in your club. But I promise you, if you take your time and you find good people, your success is going to pay off tenfold if you find better people than just inviting anybody. And it does get easier once your club gets more well known and bigger, because that pool of people that you get to pick from is going to be bigger when more people are applying. So just be patient, hang in there, don't give up even when it gets tough. Every club goes through their thick and thin. You're not always going to see that because most clubs are not going to share that on social media, but I promise you every single club, no matter how big or how small, goes through periods where nobody wants to get on, goes through periods where, their batch of applicants really, really small. So just hang in there and you will make it. Okay, we can do our outro, I guess. Oh no.
Okay, guys, so thanks for watching. This was really fun, and yeah.
Yeah.
Raise your yaw.
Oh no. Oh no. Are you gonna totally say ciao with me?
Ciao.
Oh god. Nope, it's beautiful. I'm leaving that in. Ciao.